Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inner Bloom with Beth. I wanted to meet with you today and share what had happened to me this morning. My day went not at all as I had intended. And it really just helped me to realize that the perspective that we take and the way in which we choose to look at a situation just really influences how the rest of our day will go and just our overall well-being in general. So I want to share the story with you and then kind of go through the way that I chose to look at the situation. So I had a very full day scheduled for my regular work day, and for my regular work, my 9 to 5, like I tend to be on the road a lot. And so I had back-to-back appointments set up, including an afternoon, like a late afternoon visit with a friend, and was really looking forward to the day. As I set out on the road, I was driving down the expressway as my car started to act up. And I really had no idea what was going on with it. But what I determined was I needed to get off of the expressway and try and make my way to a parking lot somewhere. And then I was going to call probably my boyfriend because he lives the closest, to just try and get a little bit of help or insight with what might be going on with my vehicle. So I'm driving down the expressway, my car's acting up. I pull off on the off ramp. I'm nearly to the end of it when my steering stops working. It felt as if I could not press my brake pedal or my gas pedal down. Like it was done. It was doing nothing. And my van just literally stopped right smack dab in the middle, luckily at the stop sign of this exit ramp. So here I sit. And of course, in that moment, I'm feeling a little bit frazzled. I have no idea what's going on with my car. And so it's kind of like, okay, what do I need to be doing right now? Well, turn on your four-way flashers. And then, to be honest, I don't know enough about vehicles to even get out and look at anything. That was going to be pointless. So I turned on my four-way flashers and I proceeded to call my boyfriend who lived the nearest to see if he might be able to offer me some insight and to just kind of ask if he thinks I should call a tow truck, because that's how I'm feeling at this point. So I call him and he says he'll be on his way. So I hang up, and now in the meantime, what do I need to do next? Well, I need to get in touch with all of the individuals that I was going to be working with today. And I need to get in touch with my supervisor to let them know that the morning did not go as planned and I will not be making it out. So I work with very understanding individuals. So of course, everybody was super sweet and they just wanted me to be okay and be safe. And so I'm sending those messages out. And in the meantime, I'm going on YouTube to maybe see what they say when I type in the symptoms of my car. And at that point in time, a gentleman approaches my window to see if I'm okay and to ask me what the symptoms were. And so turns out he works on cars, and he was kind enough to sit there with me, and we tried troubleshooting a handful of different things. He had a friend with him. Together, they managed to push my car off to the side of the road so that it was no longer sitting in the middle of the exit ramp. And then he proceeded to say that although it was nothing that he was going to be able to help me with, he would sit there with me until my boyfriend got there or until the tow truck got there, which I thought was very, very kind. And so kind that I asked him if I could like Venmo him some money or something for eating up some of his morning, because I genuinely just appreciated his help. And he kindly replied, no, that there are still good people in the world, and he simply does not want to leave a woman sitting there stranded on the side of the road. So I did need a tow truck. My vehicle, I don't know what's wrong with it or when it will be fixed. But after all of that was kind of wrapped up, and we were following the tow truck to the repair shop, I was sitting there, and all I could focus on was my gratitude for so many things that happened. And mind you, I could have sat there and went, stupid car, I'm so mad. Oh my gosh, why does this always happen to me? Right? Of course, this would happen to me. This is just my luck. Blah, 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 blah. And I could have let that set the tone for the rest of my day. I could have let it set the tone for my weekend, right? But instead, I sat there and I went, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that my car started acting up when I was still in close enough proximity to Shane, my boyfriend, for him to be able to get there in a reasonable amount of time and be there with me. So I was so grateful for that. I was so grateful for that gentleman who stopped to simply try and help me figure it out, but then simply wanting to be there with me to make sure that I was safe until the tow truck arrived. Like, how kind was that? I was grateful that when my car decided to stop moving, it was at the end of the ramp and not on the middle of the expressway. I was grateful that there was a repair shop that was willing to take it in, even though it may take them a couple of days to get to it. I was grateful that I just got my tax return. So although that's not how I wanted to be spending the money, like, I have a little bit of extra money there right now that I didn't have a week ago, right? And so whatever these repairs might be, hopefully there's enough there that truthfully, it's going to be a wash. Now, mind you, I don't know that I would have had this perspective 5, 6, 7 years ago. I really feel like I was able to step into this space because every day I get up and my morning ritual is that I focus on gratitude. I wake up in the morning and I start my day by focusing on what are 3 things I'm grateful for right now as I put my feet on the floor and step out of bed. And truthfully, I focus on that throughout the day. And I think about it again before I climb into bed at night. And I think because I have such a practice in gratitude, that's almost all I can see. I'm not quite sure why my car needed to break down today. I'm sure with the way I view things that there's some bigger purpose for that. But what I do know is that the way that it happened, really, I'm super grateful. It couldn't have happened kind of in a more beautiful way, as silly as that sounds. And so I think I'm here today to just make all of you aware of how much simply engaging in some gratitude practices every day can really help you navigate life a little bit easier and have a really positive mindset. Like I said, I recognize the other focus that I could be taking today. I realize the energy space that I could be in. Am I a little bit bummed out that I'm not connecting with all those people that I was looking forward to connecting with today? Yes. Yes. Am I kind of wondering where I'll fit them into my calendar next? Yes. But it'll all get figured out. So again, I want to pause. I highly doubt he will ever see this podcast, but I just want to say, Michael, you are a beautiful human being. And I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for trying to help me out today and simply sitting there with me. It meant so much. Your kindness is not dismissed. Like, I just genuinely appreciate it. And I send you love and gratitude. To everyone else, again, it was just kind of a story that I wanted to share to kind of bring you to that space. The next time you're in a tough spot, how might you pause and see the ways that there were good things that happened rather than focusing on the challenges? So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I wish you good health, good energy, trusty vehicles. And until next time.